update about the Balaalo. But first of all, there are these co-wives, Aceng, Ruth, and Betty Amongi, who are battling for Lier City. Both of them are standing so strong and so strong.
About Honorable Amongi Betty, and I don't want anyone to discourage her from coming to stand. I want her to come and stand in Lira City. There is no other person who will discipline her except Jane Ruth Aceng. No mistake, I am going to win.
Well, that's what they say. But just a little update coming in straight from Amongi. She is in Geneva to present something about labor in the United States. I mean to say in the United Nations. The United Nations is having a conference and she is having a slot to present on behalf of the country in the field of our ministry.
Hello, good evening everybody. Aboard Emirates, I have just landed Geneva, where I am due to make a presentation on Monday on issues related to labor, our commitment as a country, our progress, our challenges, and what needs to be done. I appreciate all the support that we continue to receive, and I promise to do my best to represent our country, and sure I shall update you on Monday in respect to my articulation and presentation on behalf of Uganda. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hello. Good evening. I'm out doing my exercise, normal walking. What struck me are the flags on the streets in front of the hotel. I'm in a busy section of the part of Geneva where I'm being told today is a day that they are celebrating and recognizing the rights of LGBTQ. That is the lesbian, the homosexuals, and bisexuals. People are out, it's summer for them, so they're celebrating with the flags flying high, with the police supporting in case there is any chaos. So it's just to recognize that our cultures are different, that what might be right to you might not be right to the others, and that what might be good for you culturally might not be good for others culturally. So this is a testament that we respect their culture and that it is important that they should also respect our culture when they are back in Uganda. Otherwise, thank you very much. Enjoy your weekend.
Well, away from that, the Balaalo, I think the Balaalo supporters who disguise themselves as Acholi elders have been given platform by NBS and NTV to put their idea or their attitude and intention or advice to the government about the looming eviction of the Balaalo. They clearly talk just on the side of the Balaalo. You check it out.
The land owners themselves who have already formed themselves into an association should be given an opportunity and should be given with technical support.
The government should at least allow proper investigation take place. That is verification should first take place on these people, but not generally comes to evict them, because some have already bought land.
The group is also advocating for the committee to verify livestock investments and farms owned by Balaalo herdsmen in the region. They stress that this step, deemed crucial, was overlooked in the immediate enforcement of the directive.
Land in Acholi, cases of land in Acholi does not concern only the MCKs. The MCKs are migrant cattle keepers. We want every person who has got land in Acholi here to be verified how they acquired the land. Because the statement here is that land in Acholi is not for sale, it's a customary land.
Meanwhile, the speaker of the Balaalo herdsmen, Betswell Katonka Kaseiza, says many are now stranded with no clear destinations.
When we heard about that, we were very shocked. And up to now, we don't know what to do. We don't have where to go. We have actually invested a lot. Some investments are very permanent.
When contacted for a comment, 4th Infantry Division Public Information Officer David Kamia confirmed that forceful evictions had not yet commenced. He said official communication on the matter would follow. 2 weeks ago, the Minister of State for Northern Uganda, Dr. Kenneth Omona, issued a 14-day ultimatum ordering all Balaalo herdsmen to voluntarily vacate northern Uganda or face eviction. That deadline expired on Friday, June 6th.
Now finally, I'm going to take you through 15 unanswered questions. We must remember that Acholi activists have been crying loud, with some politicians also helping them, on the issue of the Balaalo must go campaign. I will not mention, but you know the notable people who have been in this fight. No media, no mainstream media, the NBS, NTV, have given platform to the activists or the Acholi people who are crying that their land is being taken or being bought in a fraudulent way. They did not give. Now, they have decided to give platform to those in support of the Balaalo after the president became so serious on this issue. Now, the first unanswered question is, why did the mainstream media ignore the Acholi activists' voices for so long? Ask yourself. The second one, what changed that made the Balaalo to defy presidential directive of leaving Acholi land? The third one is, what are the contents and legal implications of the executive order number 3 issued by the president? The fourth question that you should ask yourself is, why are NTV and NBS only now giving a platform to those supporting the Balaalo to stay? Why not both sides? The fifth one is, who funds or influence the media to have a narrative around the Balaalo issue? The sixth one is, what are the interests or motivations of those supporting the Balaalo to stay in Acholi land? The seventh one is, how has the Balaalo presence affected local Acholi communities economically, socially or culturally, and then environmentally key, the stocking density. Number 8 is, what mechanisms are in place to implement executive order number 3 on the ground, and who is responsible? Number 9 is, Why are the Balaalo saying that they don't have anywhere to go? Is this true? Now, if you don't have anywhere to go, are you refugees? If you're refugees, where did you come from? The 10th one is, why have the voices of those directly affected, that is the Acholi people, been largely excluded from the national dialogue? Number 11, has there been any independent investigation into the impact of the Balaalo occupation on land rights and conflicts? Number 12, what role, if any, has the Uganda Human Rights Commission or courts played in addressing the dispute? They all stayed mute. Let me help you answer this. Human rights even went ahead to warn Jacob Lanya when they started the Balaalo must go campaign with Dodoth. They sided just. They said it is tribalism. Tribalism. Now, you heard of Balaalo settling in government lands in Amor. The one of Pade, which Dodoth talked about it earlier, 2 years ago, in Ashwa Ranch, people denied, the government denied. But the one of Amor is confirmed. Even the RDC Osbono himself said it without the permission of the local authorities, of the people on the ground. Who is giving them the permission? Now that is just an example of how things are being fraudulent. The 13th one is, are there security or political forces benefiting from the Balaalo presence in Acholi land? At number 14, how are local leaders, that is the LCs, MPs, cultural institutions, responding to both the president's order and the media narrative shift? Will the MPs keep quiet on this? Will the local leaders keep quiet on this? Will the leaders in non-leadership position, that is the activists, will they keep quiet? Then lastly, is there an intentional narrative shift to silence or discredit Acholi grievances while legitimizing Balaalo settlement? Ask yourself those 15 questions. Thank you.